Hey guys, I just wanted to go over a few things with my drafting cubes because I know we'll be starting to get some games going with drafting cubes, especially. That's my favorite format is drafting cubes or drafting in general. So I have 4 drafting cubes. I put them on Cube Cobra so that when we do draft, you guys don't draft blindly. You can get familiar with it and look at the different strategies and archetypes that are found in those cubes. There are 4, 2 of which are Card Kingdom pre-made starter cubes. And then the other 2 are ones that I made from booster boxes. One's an M19 and one is a Wiles of Eldraine. Basically, with those 2, I took booster boxes and that had purchase of them and took out 2 copies of each card that came in there, and then all the singles that I got, put it in the drafting cube so that it's kind of like a drafting a regular booster box almost like. And then the other 2, like I said, were Card Kingdom starter drafting cubes. I just want to go over how I do my booster packs. So with them, I know some people like to just toss randomly the cards, mix them all up in the box, and then randomly pick out 15 cards, and do that however many times you have to. But I found the way when you do that, there's sometimes you get booster packs that are just loaded with 1 or 2, specific colors. You can't really draft a cohesive deck that way. So what I do is I separate all the cards based off of color, and lands go with lands, colorless artifacts go in one, and then multicolors go in another. And I shuffle those cards. So like I shuffle all the green, so I don't really pay attention to what per se is in there. I just shuffle all the greens together, and then like each color I do the same after that. And then each pack will have, for like the starter decks from Card Kingdom, for example, will have like a land in each one, an artifact in each one, a multicolor in each one. I try to do it with the booster packs, but just because of what comes in there, it's not always feasible. But that being said, I make sure that they have at least 2 cards of each color, not counting the lands and multicolors and artifacts, but the 5 colors, so that we can actually draft cohesive decks. And then basically how I do it is I start with land, artifact, multicolor, and then white, blue, black, red, green, white, blue, black, red, green. And then with these, I just randomly kind of put in additional 2 cards in each pack for each booster pack to make up the last 2. That way, it gives it a more actual drafting experience. I don't pay attention to what goes in each individual pack. I'm more paying attention to making sure that the colors are in each pack. So I just wanted to be transparent on how I do my booster packs for my drafting cubes. We'll be getting started soon with picking dates to do some drafting cubes and some games. Okay, so I know that there's a few people who have reached out asking for refreshers on the game. I'll gladly go and schedule some time with you guys beforehand so that we get together for Magic. And with drafting cubes, those who don't know what it is, it's basically you're doing the drafting format, but instead of keeping the cards you draft, it goes back into the drafting cube, so we can continue to draft without having to go out and buy booster packs. So it's a very affordable way to go and draft, basically. And so 2 of my drafting cubes, they'll be extra cards after we draft an 8-man pod, basically. Whereas the other two from not Star City, but Card Kingdom drafting cubes, there's exactly 360, so each card will be drafted in those. And again, you can find the drafting cubes on Cube Cobra so that you can practice drafting and not go into the drafts blindly. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.